Thanks for listening, Craig.
I hope Craig will have the courage someday to read us a poem. You know, I bet Craig will do that at some point. I bet I bet there's a way to make that happen.
This is Two Friends, Two Poems, the podcast where friends read poems to each other just to see what happens. My name's Tom. This was my idea, and today Paul shares a poem by Joyce Kilmer as well as another by Percey Shelley, and Tom reads an untitled poem about how much he looks forward to his couch. And there's not one J.D. Vance joke. Remember how fun that was? Sorry for bringing it up. Okay, let's read some poems.
Do you want to hear my quaint shit?
I want to hear. Yeah, I want to hear what you brought. What do you got?
Well, I've got another Shelley one that's along with theme. This is called England in 1819, and it's another sonnet. An old, mad, blind, despised, and dying king. Princes, the dregs of their dull race who flow through public scorn, mud from a muddy spring. Rulers who neither see nor feel nor know, but leech-like to their fainting country cling, till they drop, blind in blood, without a blow, a people starved and stabbed in the untilled field, an army whom liberticide and prey makes as a two-edged sword to all who wield, golden and sanguine laws which tempt and slay, religion Christless, godless, a book sealed, a senate, time's worst statute, unrepealed, are graves from which a glorious phantom may burst to illumine our tempestuous day.
What year was that written? Who's next?
Well, I just subjected you to more Shelley.
I don't have a title for this. And honestly, I don't remember why I wrote it or what. And it's going to be funny if I read it and you're like that, and you're like, I sent you that. But honestly, I don't remember writing this or why I wrote it or what it's exactly about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good.
So don't ask, Craig. Jesus.
Calm down, Craig.
All right. It's funny how fiercely I guard this land. It grows no crops and can support no architecture. There is no road in or out, no port to dock a ship. There is no runway or landing pad, or it costs more to maintain than it will ever yield. But this land is my land, and I will protect it, because it's what I was made to do. I survey wild, non-conforming patches of dirt, and I smile.
I love with home ownership in suburbia, like that we've all become experts in growing a crop that we will never harvest the fruit of. Like we're all really good, like grass.
Yeah.
Is critical to our nutrition. We get grain from grass, but not in the suburbs where we're all required to be experts on growing this crop, but
or
not.
You're gonna hear from the neighborhood association.
Yeah. How fiercely I'll guard this like small patch that I won't even let yield anything.
I definitely want to. Oh, it grows no crops. Yeah, exactly.
It grows no crop.
Yeah. It was something about time. You know, actually, I do know what I was. Oh, motherfucker. I remember why I wrote this. It was, I remember how desperate I was to get to my couch. Like not just, and I guess a normal way to say it is I was looking forward to sitting down on my couch at the end of the day or whatever. But it felt it felt irrational to me how badly I needed to stop whatever it was I was doing at that moment and sit down on my couch. And I sit there a lot, you know? And I was just trying to figure out, like, why is this spot and this time so important, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why is it like? Why do I have to sit here? Yeah, I don't know. But it is. That's why I smile. Okay, your turn.
You know, this is from a happier day not very long ago. But the setup was, I realized this is actually one of the first poems I ever heard as a kid, maybe not a nursery rhyme or some from the Bible. And I heard it in the Muppets.
Okay.
They were mocking it hilariously. So this is Trees by Joyce Kilmer. And in the Muppet Show, they had Sam the American Eagle.
Oh yeah.
He's like, today I'm bringing culture, real culture to this show. And I bring you Wayne and Wanda, the opera singers, and they sang a version of this poem. But in it, you can hear someone chopping down a tree, and it falls on them while they're saying it. So this is the poem "Trees" by Joyce Kilmer. Oh, another note for all of our listeners who are a fan of the movie Groundhog Day. This poem appears in Groundhog Day. They published this in 1913.
1913. Okay.
And the poet Joyce Kilmer, he got killed in World War I.
Okay.
So this is kind of the end of the line for Joyce Kilmer. But it's also in a time where the richest people in America were like, I want to take this land that I've bought up and I want to make it public space because we all deserve, as citizens of this great country, we all deserve the grandeur of these spaces.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I take it to mean that one day Elon Musk will make public
Mars
as a tribute to the great country that he has taken so much from. He'll give back, and we'll end up with something as noble as what was happening then.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
At least that.
Yeah,
You know, one day we can put
that.
that in our Bible. Yeah.
Yep.
So trees. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. What I like about that poem is it's not pretentious.
Yeah.
I feel like Joyce Kilmer is a better poet than I.
Oh, you're making me feel bad.
And we share the humility to say the only part that's quoted in Groundhog Day, poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree.
Okay.
That's a fucking good line.
It is, yeah.
It's got humility and all that.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I have a companion piece.
Okay.
Because I was out hiking in the hot month of October with my youngest kid, Phoenix, and he asked, while we're out in the prairie, what is this plant for? So this is my poem, Grass. What is this plant for? This red-purple grass, little blue stem grass here at the edge of our vast prairie. Is it used medicinally as a poultice for a disease or for sleep digestively? Can basket makers use it as they weave? Do entrepreneurs lust for it capitally? I think that I shall never see a tree made so me and cows could breathe, Nor did they plot their eternity with aims to be held as... You know, it's funny, I can't read my own writing there. Huh. Nor did they plot their eternity with aims to be held as utility. Unless, perhaps, in their minds so green, they thought to themselves of the utility of attracting attention from skippers and bees and defining in their eyes our purpose to seize their chance, their need to appease their own aspirations and wildest dreams. Purpose is made up by fools like me. I'll trust the blue stem with the prairie.
Oh, man. That's awesome. That was great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fucked up your flow of the first poem. That's awesome.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Like it all works really well.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, reading it back despite not being able to read my handwriting. Like, yeah. I feel like I'm in line and not in line with Joyce. I wanted to be respectful of the poem, even though, man, the Muppets hardcore mock it. It's so funny.
Oh, I'll have to look up. Is the Muppet thing on YouTube?
That's a good question. Let me.
How long have we been going?
I don't know. Craig should tell us this.
Yeah. But let's see. We've each read a guest. We've each read an original. So that's an episode right there.
Well, should we kick Craig out?
Okay. Yeah.
/stop Craig. Also, I need to go to the bathroom, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
Inspired by the breeze, we'll sing a song of gratitude under the ancient tree.